Hello and welcome to yet another overexplained video of mine. Today I want to talk about my Hippogriff ranked gameplay in detail. Let's go. So first of all, we are in a high elo ranked game. This means that the enemies are pretty good. We're playing in wolf against wolf, snake against snake, and instead of raven we picked the Hippogriff for two reasons. One, we don't really want to play Raven Snake Wolf matches anymore because it's boring. And two, we want to outscale the enemy Raven by just simply surviving 801 and then being just a stronger clan in 802 and so on and so forth. So our game plan here will be to survive. That means we need to apply a little bit of anti-rush build orders to our build with the Hippogriff. We will start with a tavern right away and a house. We will build the house to around 25 to 30%. And then we will finish the house with one subject and we will assign 4 subjects to the tavern. There are 2 reasons we are doing that. First reason, more population means we have an easier time defending a rush. So if the enemy comes and he has to get through 21 population, he has a harder time doing so if we take, for example, only 11 population. So we're starting with a tavern to get more population, plus the clan of the Hippogriff gets prosperity right from the get-go, right from only assigning 4 subjects to each tile. That means that it's the only Southern Kingdom clan that gets prosperity right from the get-go and more happiness by going for an early tavern like this. So after building a tavern and a house, we will go for scouting our first ring. Very important. If you are in a Raven game, only scout your first ring and then destroy your scout camp. Since this is not a Raven game, we will scout a little bit more. Assign 2 scouts to each black tile, unscouted tile, and then pull away 1 scout if the tile is about to get scouted up to not over-scout the tile. So you see me applying 2 scouts to each tile at the same time, and just before it finishes the scouting, I move 1 scout back to not over-scout. So we will see a fish tile in front. This could be our food tile. We could upgrade our food tile there, but since it is a fish tile, I don't really like to go and place my food there. So taking a look at the other tile that I have, and voila, it's another food tile that I have, and we are going to colonize that together with the shipwreck. Even if this wouldn't have been a shipwreck spawn, I would have gone for a woodcutter's lodge here. With Hippogriff, you need like a setup for an upgraded woodcutter's lodge, a setup for an upgraded food building, a monastery, and an upgraded mart. So keep that in mind. You need like four different tiles, at least. So after going for the woodcutter's lodge, I'm going for food here. Do not starve myself for too much. And you can see we are already on 10 population in May by going for this early tavern. So we have the woodcutter's lodge, we have the food building. Always work at least 4 workers in each tile at all times. And we are going to discover our shipwreck first. The next step is to get out our chief. So how do we do that? We need 150 gold, no iron whatsoever. Hippogriff chief doesn't need iron. And we could go for a shipwreck in order to get the chief, or we go for a mart here. Since we have treasure, I don't need to go for an early mart. I can just chill, pick kindling spark, and go for an early brazier. But honestly, with the Hippogriff, you don't really need a brazier that early. It's fine if you just bank wood for now. So next house is needed because we're about to house ourselves again. And with the shipwreck, we are going to hire a chief. And once you have your chief hired, you want to mine stone first, because usually you upgrade your food building first, and then your woodcutter's lodge first, and then build a monastery. And this is your basic eco setup. Since this is a rush game, I thought, okay, maybe I just have to mine like 10 stone first and then see how the enemy is going for the rush. Because if the enemy is really strong, really strong players in the enemy team, they're going to come super early. So you have to be ready super early. So I decided to go for iron mine after this, after like mining 10 stone, but just for now, we're going to mine 10 stone. We are going to pick Kindling Stark, go for the erudition trick, pick Kindling Stark, place a brazier, and then destroy the brazier afterwards in order to get the 5 iron and 60 coins. And since this provides me with 60 additional coins, I can just upgrade my food building. You can also see I'm working 4 taverners, 4 woodcutters, and 4 food workers right now, so I've unlocked prosperity in each tile. I just picked the lore, the Kindling Spark. I can now place my brazier, destroy my brazier, and as you can see, I have 90 coins and 5 iron now, and that means I have enough to upgrade my food building. From this point onwards, I could clear myself, but since this is a clear game, I'm about to get cleared. There's a clear clan that will clear the foxes in the first circle for me. I do not need to get my chief wounded, so I will have the wolf kill the foxes instead. Keep in mind though, if you're not clearing yourself, you will lack the military XP later on. So in order to pick legions, you have to kill a draugr or 2 later on. So once you have enough resources, upgrade your food building. Upgraded food building in August is just chef's kiss. This is awesome. You still have 12 happiness because of the prosperity tiles. And the next part is you want to take tiles. And in order to do so, you will need food. You're not producing too much food right now, so what you will usually do here is you will build a second food building on your woodcutter's lodge tile. And that's exactly what I'll do. So I'll build a food building on the second woodcutter's lodge tile. I don't really need that upgraded, like a basic food building will be enough. So just work the normal food, you have enough wood at that point, and save up food in order to colonize your first ring. That also means that you have more tile space for houses, for your monastery, for your mart, stuff like that. So this is very, very nice. Either way, colonizing is very nice. For each clan. Doesn't mean it's Hippogriff exclusive. And as I have free population right now, I will go for a scout, and I will scout my ruins as well as the black tile in front of me. That makes my wolf very happy. The tile on the ruins had sheep, so I'm gonna slaughter these, colonize the other tile, and you will always want to build your monastery on your runestone tile with Hippogriff. Your faith is super important. You have so many faiths, like so many lores that you want to unlock with faith, and you want to unlock your blessing ASAP. So right now I'm sending my chief to the iron to build the braziers, to go for the early foraging, and on the lore stone there will be 1 mart and 1 monastery. That is because the lore stone, the rune stone, will boost the faith reduction of kingdom clans by 10%, and the monastery is just much more productive on the rune stone here in Northgard. So building a mart in order to get enough coins to build the monastery. A monastery is 100 wood, 50 coins, and 5 stone. I'm still scouting for my wolf. Scouting for your wolf is super important. Even if you don't really like scouting with Stoat, with Hippogriff, both of these clans don't really like scouting, just scout. If you don't have a Raven in your team, feel free to scout. Okay? Scouting makes such a huge difference, especially in high tier games. I've seen so many good players lose by not having enough information off the map by just not scouting enough. So yeah, just go for scouting. So I'm waiting out the feast. I could go for a monastery here right away, but I will have enough coins to build a monastery and a brazier, both. Like I can build both. And the way the Hippogriff works is your brazier tile will be boosted by quite a lot. So you want at least 3 brazier tiles, maybe even 4. Like in a standard Hippogriff game, you want 4 brazier tiles. 1 brazier tile will be upgraded food and unupgraded wood. 1 brazier tile will just be your monastery, together with an unupgraded mart. The third one will be the upgraded woodcutter and food. And the fourth one, I'm gonna put it in quotes, the fourth one is usually the one with an upgraded mart and a tavern. In this case, I didn't go for a fourth brazier because I simply thought the game would be too fast in order to make it worth it, right? So in an 802 game, if the game goes on for 2 years or longer, 4 brazier tiles make total sense. You will have enough wood for that. You will boost your whole economy by a lot by doing so. But in this game, I thought that it would be too slow. So what I did here, I set up for 3 brazier tiles instead. One obviously on the food tile, which I already built. And the next one will be on the wood tile with the right now unupgraded woodcutter, but I will upgrade that woodcutter later, as you will see. So, monastery is about to get built. I can assign all my merchants to the monastery here. 6 plus 16 faith is awesome. And since you have your brazier built, make sure to have 3 workers on your upgrade food building and 1 worker on your unupgraded woodcutter. The way braziers work is they will boost your production if you have workers producing different kinds of resources in one tile. And with Furnace Mastery, I'm finally able to build the furnaces, the brazier tiles, without them needing a building slot. And I can finally ignite as well, if that's what I want. I'm waiting for the ignite in order to ignite 2 furnaces right now. That's why I'm not clicking the button. But I will click the button as soon as I have the second furnace down. So this is the 800 setup. Actually pretty simple once you got the hang of it. Like I said, upgraded food and upgraded wood, unupgraded wood, upgraded wood and unupgraded food, monastery tile, mart tile, and that's it. This is your eco setup. Actually super intuitive. You'll produce lots and lots of resources. You're already up to 21 population at this point. Like, you are super ready for a rush. And the only thing that you will need right now is you will need as many lores as you can get in order to unlock the blessings. And of course, you need coins and war camps in order to convert. So I'm building my second mart right now. This one mart on the monastery tile is not really used that much. This is not the tile that produces most of your resources. So upgrading that would have been a mistake. I'm glad I didn't do so. You want to upgrade the other mart, not the mart on your monastery tile. That is just a budget mart there. And I'm not even working 1 merchant because I want to work 4 monks on the monastery tile at all times. And that means I get plus 22 lore, plus 22 faith, even plus 24 sometimes if I burn the braziers, if I ignite. And yeah, as you can see, plus 28 faith, plus 12 coins. Your eco setup is done. It's 801 March. The only thing you need now is upgrade your woodcutter, go for camps, save up coins. And that's it. So building my first camp on main, because theoretically the enemy could start an attack right now, even though it is quite early, obviously. And I'm communicating right now that I'm done with the mining and I need a little bit of military XP in order to unlock legions. Once you unlock legions, you always go with legions, by the way, with Hippogriff. Always go legions. There is not another military path that's as strong as legions. You can get a Varangian camp upgrade for free. This camp upgrade is costly if it's not free. It needs like 100 wood and everything else. Like, it is expensive to go for Varangian guards like this. So I'm going to get 1 Draugr here. Obviously, I still need 1 more Draugr in order to upgrade my Varangian camp. But that has time because I do not even have a camp right now. I ignited my my braziers, my 3 braziers. I've gotten 200 fame in the process. And now we're just chilling on 23 population. Always take a look at the map if there's an enemy attacking. The first weapon I'm forging is the armor break ability for my archers. Simply because archers are an amazing tool to defend rushes. Archers have the most range in the game. and they can hurt quite a lot, and they're very nice at microing. So if the enemy wants to enter, the archers will get a hit off no matter what. And if he's not careful, if they're not like decisive in their plays, the archers might even kill a unit or two, even if it's only like 3 to 5 archers. So I'm getting the other Draugr here. I'm unlocking Legion's military path. As I said, I could still mine the rest of the wood. I could also just forge my archers. Very important, you have to have 2 camps up in order to defend a rush. One of these camps is a Varangian Guards camp, the other camp is the Archers camp. If you've taken a look at the lore right now, I took the lore at the bottom, like bottom 3 lore, in order to get more Kröns, and Fan of the Flames, top 3 lore in order to get fame by igniting. Classic lores, Vow of Chastity is a classic lore as well, in order to get the food reduction. Raven obviously raiding my food tile now. I wonder if it was fine of me to harass the raid like this. I'm only able to kill 2 mercenaries here. Obviously Raven will raid my coast tiles like this. There's not really that much of a choice I have in the early game. What I will do later for that, I will go for 5 archer convert in order to contest the raids later. So this was the last time the Raven was able to raid my tiles. After that, I can always defend myself with a couple of archers, which will guard the coast. You could also just tell the wolf to guard you, but the wolf doesn't really want to waste time. So right now, I went for the Varangian Guard upgrade first. I can assign my merchants back, and in each tile I have 5 tiles working 4 different units right now for maximum prosperity. And yeah, each tile is a production tile. So you're set up. And now the only thing that you want to do is you want to set up more camps. You want to produce more Kröns, more faith. And that's it. And you can see on the minimap that the enemy is on our tiles right now. It is indeed a snake that went on our tiles. Raven and Wolf will arrive shortly. We are even going for a weaponsmith here instead of Flame Unleashed, simply because we want to defend our allies for a little bit. But yeah, we could go for a Varangian Guard, we could go for some archers. I'm not switching my monks to merchants because I feel like even like if worst comes to worst, then we can just go and pull population. But you want to have like some archers and some Varangian Guards just in case the enemy wants to push too deep and they overpush and you could actually take a fight. So I'm converting a little bit, not over converting too much. It doesn't really make sense to over convert too much. We don't know if enemy is all in here or not. Snake can obviously sustain whatever it wants. Same for Wolf. Snake can sustain this forever. And we don't know how greedy the Raven went. Raven is on 470 fame now. Could mean 2 things. Could mean he just scouted naturally, or could mean that he's actually going for an all-in right now, but we are not seeing that. He didn't convert too much. And since the enemy pulled back like this, I didn't want to convert that much here. And this is very important and a very hard thing to do, not to over-convert, like knowing when to convert and when not to convert. And since I am the only clan in my team that is really like scaling well right now, that is exactly what I'm doing. So I'm scaling a little bit. Obviously my archers are going to shoot. Just a little bit. I'm putting back the archers. Shield bearers enter, and like I said, the archers will get some shots off. It's not that much damage, but it's damage nonetheless. And this forced the enemy to like somehow enter. I don't know why the wolf entered this. Why they thought that this was a good fight to take, but my Varangian Guard, he has tanked a lot, sending him back, going for 1 archer to snipe the Zigni, just like that in the other tile. The chief sniping archers there. It's a clean wipe for us because of their bad enter. And now it is just your job to scale more, to forge yourself more, to work more Kröns, and then finally to convert big in 802 and kill the enemy. And what is great here, like I said, we are going for 5 archers. And these 5 archers are enough to defend the Raven raids. So we're going to take some tiles. Enemy Raven will lose 2 tiles. In the process, we're going to destroy Scout Camp because our snake is obviously scouting right now. And then we can just go and produce some more gold. Flame Unleashed picked in order to eco up even more. We are a greedy pig and we already defended the rush, so there is no reason for us to not go greedy here and just mine more iron. You basically want to forge as much as you can with the Hippogriff. So yeah, attack is repelled, we can just go back. You could go for a Varangian Guard here or 2. It's not really needed, but you can do so. And what's great with the Hippogriff is that if you upgrade your Town Hall to a Citadel, it will count both towards your archers, like your normal camps, and your Varangian Guard camps. So you don't really need that many camps in order to produce a lot of warband. Yeah, and I'm writing GG because I know it's basically over at this point. We still have to play it out. Obviously, we're not going to take this. It's not gonna be a free game, even though we know it's basically over at this point. And yeah, the Raven is going to raid our juicy food tile. Little did you know that we have 5 archers here defending that. And as you can see, these archers are going ham on these raiders. These mercenaries are falling like flies. They're dealing so much damage. Look at the damage. I'm even writing XD in all chat just to rub it in. The psychological warfare is unlocked. And yeah, just going for the archers here saved me a lot of pain, a lot of Raven pain. Saved me from a lot of Raven pain. So yeah, just defending that. We are plus 14 coins. We are igniting. We are chilling. We are scaling. Our chief is mining, and we just need to build camps and then convert in 802. And the ideal convert is something along these lines, like as many Varangian guards as you can get and as many archers as you can get. And I like the forging upgrades of Hauberg and Fury. In theory, if you have even more iron, just basically forge anything you can get your hands on. But these are the most important ones. So Armor Break Forge, Hauberg for the Varangian guards, Fury later on with the double damage. And then you're fine. You're basically fine. You could even go for 4th Brazier here. I don't know if that would have been value at this point, but you could have done so. And yeah, that is basically the game. Always communicate to your team if we want to go 802. And yeah, at this point we are just chilling. I'm lurking with my archers here. I thought, okay, maybe the Raven doesn't see my archers on the border. Maybe he's going to raid my coins tile as well. But he didn't do so. He was smart. This time around he was smart enough to not do it. And yeah, we're building some camps. We're still igniting. Always try to have enough wood to always stay ignited. And look at how stable our economy is. We will have enough food for everything. We will be able to convert a lot. Hauberg is forged for the Varangian guards. And it won't take us too long to unlock our second blessing here, which will be the Stone Iron plus Coins blessing. So yeah, very nice Hippogriff, very chill Hippogriff game like that. Like I said, even if the enemy does not take such a bad enter, and even if your team is not as ready as you are, it is very important for you to have enough population in order to defend an all-in rush. If it's just a small, slight harassment rush, 5 archers and 1 or 2 Varangian guards will be fine. If it's like an all-in rush, you will need to pull the population that you have to your teammate in order to defend your teammate. Or you pull all of your population together to your own tile and defend yourself. But you will need a lot of population. And that is why we are starting with a tavern like this, with the high population Hippogriff build. So, With Fury Forge, we are basically done with the forging. Now we only need to mine some stone in order to upgrade more Varangian guards. Or like to build more Varangian guards upgrades. And to upgrade the Centigrams, obviously going for the other blessing. That means we have 10 more stone at our disposal. Going for Citadel, we can already hire 3 Varangian guards. And with another Varangian guard upgrade on our sentry camp, we can hire 6 Varangian guards. And that will already be enough. You will already have enough camps for that. Always try to ignite, if you can. Always try to work 4 workers in each tile. And you're gonna be fine. Everything is gonna work out. So, yeah, very, very, very stable economy. We are about to hit our 500 fame. Mercenaries raiding us because our archers were not nearby. That is fine though. That doesn't hurt us too much. And I thought about converting archers here, but I didn't go for it because I thought it would be too early. Since I have to like synchronize my convert with my team's convert. And if I'm converting too fast and my own team is not converting, that might hurt my own economy in the long run. So what I will do here is I will convert as soon as my team converts. My snake is not moving right now, so I'm waiting for this snake to move. It's already sending some villagers to be made into merchants here. Work our merchants again. Would go for another ignite. I'm not sure if I should have went for another ignite here, but I think the timing will be fine either way. Yeah, the enemy Raven has befriended the giants at this point, but we don't really care. He's like 6 X throwers plus giant. Like we are much stronger at this point. We have 3 Varangian guards already. We have 8 very, very strong archers. And we can always go for more Varangian guards and more archers. Like that. So even though we are converted here, we're not even full converted. We are still doing eco in the back. Obviously I didn't want my chief to die here. Enemy Zigni, a little bit asleep, will be shot at by my archers. These archers deal so much damage. Look at this. That was only like 2 shots of 5 archers and the Zigni is half life already. So that hurt Brown a lot. Brown Zigni almost dead. And we have 4 Varangian guards here, which are just beefy, very, very beefy units. And we can always go for more. Our snake is just burning that forest food tile. And it can sustain. I'm scaling in the back, I'm still making money, I'm still making wood, I'm still making faith. And we can take the fight on our terms. If we think, okay, we will win the fight, we are going to enter. If you think we are not going to win the fight, we will not enter. And yeah, with the next ignite, I just reached my 500 fame as well, which is great. Even converting more, bringing more archers to the enemy, even though it is quite the way to reach me at the enemy tile. And at this point we thought, you know what? We are much stronger than them. So we are going to take the top tile in order for them not to tile lock us. So we need to secure that tile, and if there is not a single unit at the bottom tile and on the forest tile, we can just enter their tile like that. Enemy Raven raids me. We're going 3-1. Varangian guards first, because these are the tanky units. Varangian guard gets targeted by the tower as well as some units at the bottom, which is just perfect. Enemy giant has to leave, and that is GG. So honestly, like, just a very, very clean game overall. There was not a single moment in this game where I thought that we are going to lose. The way this works is you just scale in the back, you play it naturally, you have your basic tile set up with 3 to 4 braziers, and that's it. That is basically everything you need to know for the Hippogriff. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. At this point it's just us decolonizing the Raven tile, then going on the snake tile afterwards, but at this point there's no army left for the enemy. And yeah, we still have 4 Varangian guards left, which is a lot. Varangian guards are like the best unit in the game, not talking about war chiefs. Like they are almost as strong as war chiefs, maybe even like stronger than some war chiefs that don't have weaponsmith. With maybe the only exception being like a Giga scaled Dragonkin, but even for Dragonkin, I think Varangian guards are stronger than Dragonkin, to be honest. So yeah, we're going for the final fight on the Raven's main. Obviously Raven trying to do his best. Green bringing some shield bearers, chasing my chief, killing my chief in the process, but the game is over at this point. It doesn't really matter. It's just them trying their best to get the game going still. And yeah, we're still chilling in the back. We're still going for some coins. We have 24 population still. Every time I play this clan, I'm like, oh no, the recovery seems so bad. But honestly, the recovery isn't even that bad. It's the clan actually has so much potential because of its high population. And yeah, make sure to always have wood, otherwise your braziers will not work. You will need wood in order for the braziers to work. And yeah, you will be able to sustain quite a bit of army. If you feel like you don't have enough food, just work a food building instead of your woodcutter, and that will be GG. So for 800 GP game, that was pretty solid. It was also my very first Hippogriff Ranked. I haven't played Hippogriff in Ranked before that. I hope you enjoyed it. These are the stats. This is the convert. We had more than Raven. Raven had Giant, obviously, but we were Giga scaling in the back. And with the Varangian guards being so strong, I think Hippogriff, in my opinion, has the potential to be stronger than the Raven. So, thank you so much for watching. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.